Let's bring you a little bit more on the situation in Gaza. That news coming from UNRWA, the agency that works for Palestinian refugees, says that 9 people have been killed and 75 have been injured following an attack on a training centre in Khan Younis. Middle East correspondent Alistair Bunkle joins us now for more on this. So, Alistair, just first of all, tell us about this situation in Khan Younis.
Well, this is an attack that's been on a training centre for UNRWA, which is the United Nations organisation in Gaza that deals with many of the Palestinian affairs in Gaza. They provide education, health, but this is a training centre where tens of thousands of civilians have been seeking shelter because of the fighting. And according to Thomas White, who is the director of UNRWA affairs in Gaza, he says that 2 tank rounds hit a building that was sheltering 800 people. And as you said, Kamali, 9 reported dead, 75 injured. And he's also saying that teams are struggling to reach that compound to try and rescue people from within it. And also over the last couple of days, the Israeli military has denied the ability for anyone to leave that compound. So that is what the United Nations in Gaza are saying. More broadly, in terms of the picture in Gaza, Khan Younis, the second city in Gaza, a city in the south, is now the focus of really intense fighting. The Israelis have surrounded the city. They said that yesterday, and they're going particularly into the west of the city where there is a Hamas stronghold, and there are parts of urban Gaza that they haven't yet got to so far in the 3.5 months that they've been fighting. It is also, Khan Younis, the birthplace of Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas in Gaza. So there is perhaps a possibility from the Israeli military's point of view that he could be, given that he's so far evaded either capture or assassination, that he could still be hiding in the tunnels underneath there. So Khan Younis is a big focus of a lot of Israeli military activity at the moment. It is densely packed because people have fled from the north to the south, and now this attack on a UN facility.
Absolutely right. And Alistair, while this is happening, of course, Lord Cameron, the Foreign Secretary, is in the region, and we've seen he's had a meeting already with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, Cameron arrived here just after lunchtime. It's a very quick visit. He's meeting the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. I think he's meeting Benny Gantz, who's a member of the War Cabinet, later on. He will also go to Ramallah in the West Bank to meet the President of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. And 3 key messages. One is to try and get more humanitarian aid into Gaza. I think that's an area where the British feel that they could have some progress. Secondly, to try and help, where possible, negotiate a new hostage deal, although I have to say the British have never really been closely involved in any of the negotiations there, so I don't think they're thinking they can have much effect, but they want to lend their support towards that. And thirdly, a slight shift in the language. We heard it actually from Rishi Sunak during Prime Minister's questions earlier on this afternoon, saying that there should be an immediate, sustainable ceasefire, and that is a hardening of Britain's position towards what's going on here. So those sort of kind of 3 key messages that David Cameron's going to be here delivering, and then he's on to Qatar and Turkey after that.
Alistair, for now in Jerusalem, appreciate that. Thank you.